Welcome everybody to another edition of the ESL India Premiership 2018 Summer Seasons' Master League. I'm your host Vagish Gotslebhan, and it's yet another day which has been fueled by amazing people and how would I say agencies, namely owned by HP, HyperX, Intel. In fact, it has been presented to you by Nodwin Gaming and ESL.
Yes.
And joining me today is none other than my amazing, vivacious host, Angela.
That was such a fantastic opening. Thank you so much, Vagish. How are you doing today?
It's a fine day here today. In fact, today is one day where I'd like to bring to notice for everybody's benefit. The reason why I end up saying that my nick is God Slayer, but on the TV you see gods, is because Kunal Singh, our production personnel, apparently he's too lazy to reduce the font size. So hence, ladies and gentlemen, what you will read is Vagish God's Bhan, but it's actually God Slayer. If you have to blame anybody for it, it's Kunal Singh and his laziness. Now moving on. Now moving on. We have an amazing Clash Royale game. Angie, you wanna add on to that?
Yes, so today we're going to have Dipakk Mehta going up against Suteekshan. The good part about this game that I really want to bring into thing is that Dipakk is from Chennai and Suteekshan is from Jammu and Kashmir. So
and
we're
the
going to have
territories of Leh
versus South. Yeah, Leh Ladakh.
Geography 101, Angie.
Yeah, so I'm going to say that because Dipakk Mehta is from Chennai, this is I think the first contender we have from Chennai, and I'm really excited to see how he performs. He was also there in the last year phase of the ESL India Premiership, and he's one of the top players of the ESL India Premiership. So let's first see who these two players are.
Yeah, in fact, let's quickly take a look at the first player in question, Dipakk Mehta. All right, well, that's Dipakk Mehta. In fact, each time, sorry for that, each time I see Dipakk Mehta specifically, talking about the surname here, not to make fun, Dipakk, all in good humor here. I don't know, like I randomly use Stumble Upon when I'm like bored. So apparently there's a YouTube channel called Maniya Ki Duniya, and that guy has basically, he's got like simple animated videos where he does like nice funny voice acting on them. So one of those sketches called Mehta Kuch Nahi Kehta. So there's a song called Oh Mehta Kuch Nahi Kehta Bas Chup Rehta.
Vagish is doing his audio ritual right now.
Yeah. This is how I exercise the throat muscles here, the larynx and everything. But in fact, let's quickly take a look at Suteekshan and see what's happening there. Alrighty then, well, that's Suteekshan there. Angie, a little bit about the likenesses of the players.
Alright, so Suteekshan in-game name is Beast. We already have seen this player play 2 games as of now in the ESL India Premiership. He's won both of them, and if he actually wins this game today, it's going to be his 3rd victory. That puts him right on top on the board. And he also has a very big chance for coming to the Master League Grand Finale that we're going to be happening in July. If you talk about these 2 players and their picks and bans, I think Dipakk, as we already know, he loves to play the Goblin Gang, the P.E.K.K.A, one of his 2 favorite cards. But Beast, on the other hand, he loves to play the Spear Goblins. And I think the Goblins in general are turned into the meta of Clash Royale for this year.
More than turned into the meta, they've been made into the meta.
Made into the meta.
Like they've been force-fed into the system. No, this cannot be. And in fact, we have the bans also there, right?
Yes. So for now, if we talk about Dipakk's favorite card, though, in general, his favorite card is the Bandit. But today he's opted to ban out the Goblin Gang for Beast. And meanwhile, Beast has gone ahead and banned the P.E.K.K.A. So we're going to see a very big P.E.K.K.A that has normally been played really well in this summer season, getting completely banned out. So I'm hoping to see Beast maybe opt to go and not let any other pick go rather than the Golem, because we saw the Golem being played really well in the last 2 games. So I'm hoping to see whether the Golem gets played in this round also, or are they going to go with the 3 Musketeers, which we saw recently 2 players play. So that would be my analysis. There's not really much I could say about these 2 players. They're very versatile with their decks. Beast has always played very versatile, so I can't really judge what kind of gameplay he's going to have.
In fact, you would be able to once when we see the game.
Definitely.
So let's quickly head off into the game and see what's in store for us. This amazing Clash Royale game between between Dipakk Mehta and Suteekshan, getting casted by none other than our very own heavyweight, weighing God knows how many pounds, is Manoj Super XL Gola.
To the ESL India Premiership's daily stream, and Vagish, thank you for that awesome intro, man. But you just didn't have the heart to tell them how much I really weigh, huh? Speaking of heavyweights, we do have two heavyweights here today playing Clash Royale against each other. We have Dipakk Mehta and Suteekshan Beast. Mehdi, although his career in the ESL India Premiership has been a little up and down, he's been knocked out of the Master League for a few seasons. He's been down to the Challengers League. He had to play the relegation, and he has made it back all the way to the land finale at Delhi. But that's all in the past now. It's a new year, it's a new Premiership, new format, like with the ban cards and everything, and that's going to give us quite a few interesting games, if I'm not wrong. So the first game of the day, since we're already a minute into the game, I guess I should start talking about the game now. We've seen pretty much meta decks being played by both the players right now. Looks like Mehdi is playing a Golem deck with a Prince Pusher and a Rocket and a Hurricane for good defense and maybe a little bit of chip damage using the Rocket. But I guess Beast has decided to go with an oldie but a goodie. He is playing the Graveyard / Poison combo with the Mega Minion and Evis for defense, and looks like Royal Guards are going to be cannon fodder, especially since Mehdi has the Dark Prince. A good placement of the Royal Guards right there, making sure the Dark Prince will not be able to bash them and use his splash damage against them. But however, the Golem that Mehdi has let go of has reached the tower and brought it down to more than less than half HP. But that's not too bad of a news though. Beast himself has been able to push Mehdi's tower down to 1062 HP, but we have entered double elixir time, and that means heavier decks will have the bigger advantage now. And right now looks like the heavier deck belongs to Dipakk right there, with his Golem, Rocket and Dark Prince. Again, one more Golem coming out from Mehdi. He heads straight for the Goblin Hut, which is proving to be quite a problem for it right now. I think he only got one hit off onto the Goblin Tower, the second hit, and the suicide damage has brought it down. But then again, he hasn't been able to reach his Princess Tower or do much damage. We see Mehdi trying desperately to defend the right side of his lanes using the Baby Dragon, who has not even seen the other side of the board, apparently. So it's been a long story of rinse and repeat because, you know, the Golem has been coming to this side, has been being distracted by the Goblin Hut, being destroyed before it even reaches the tower. Now that Beast has wisened up to the fact that Mehdi has a Golem in his deck, and looks like he's going for a slight push on the right. He's used his Poison Graveyard combo, bringing the tower down quite a bit, and yeah, one more hit from the Mega Minion and it goes down. Beast wins the first round with, and now the score is 1-0. So arguably Beast has stayed in the Masters recently for far longer than Mehdi has, so I guess he's a little bit more used to the pressures of this tournament, or league I should say rather. And you know what, I'm very anxious to see what happens in this matchup, so we're going to jump straight into... I just combined straight and right into one word, so we're going to jump straight into game 2. And Beast has switched up his deck a bit. He's using a Flying Machine, and Mehdi also has switched up. I see an Elixir pump in his deck, and a Prince. Okay, Beast expends his Fireball to bring down Mehdi's Elixir character to the trade HP. Mehdi is only going to be able to get maybe 3 Elixir out of the pump, but Beast has sacrificed his Fireball for it. So yeah, so Mehdi is playing the Double Prince push deck, and Beast is playing the Bridge Spam / Hawk Cycle deck with a Flying Machine. And we've seen in the past few days, and I think Angela would agree with me, that the Flying Machine has been very, very powerful in the past matchups, especially in the ESL India Premiership. Again, so he uses his flying machine as a defensive maneuver, and it locks on to the right target. Wow, even though I thought the baby dragon was closer to it, it managed to actually shoot the prince and bring him down. Tactical hog placed on the left by Beast. It's going to reach the tower, but thanks to Mehudi's tornado, it's going to activate his king tower, giving him that little bit of extra defense, and things just got a lot tougher for Beast right there. Now he has to concentrate all his resources on defending this golem push on the right. He wants to distract it using a tombstone. He's pretty successful, even though Mehudi has zapped some of his skeletons. The new ones that have just spawned are enough to bring the golem down. And it looks like with the help of the flying machine, none of the golemites are going to reach the tower. Good news for Beast right there. And again, he lets go of a hog. And are we going to see a tornado? No. Mehudi does not have a tornado ready. And because of that, the hog was able to get quite a few series of hits off onto Mehudi's tower and bring it completely down. But whoa, look at this extreme calculated moves that Beast is doing right now. He's managed to completely defend the two Prince push down there on the left from Beast. He's only taken about 1000 HP of damage from the tower. That is a lot more than what I would have given away. I probably would have lost the tower even though I was playing a deck as good as this. Again, another hog let go of by Beast, being held back by Mehudi's tornado. And these two princes are bashing down onto the hog, basically killing it, and it only got one hit off onto the tower. Again, wonderful defense by Beast right there. He has managed to completely stop Mehudi's push for now. We'll just have to wait and see if that is enough. Oh wow, look at that. Amazing placements of tombstones right there. Amazing timings. Even the prince wasn't able to get his hit off onto the tombstone since the skeleton has spawned. And 5 seconds left. I think Beast is taking this one as well. I think the score is going to be 2-0. Yes, it is. Wow. That's surprising. Like, Beast is showing Mehudi who's boss right now. So the score is 2-0. Congratulations, Beast. Mehudi must be really feeling the pressure right now since, he's 2-0 down. And we'll have to wait and see if Mehudi manages to come back or Beast is going to completely sweep him 3-0. Man, that has to be embarrassing for a veteran such as Mehudi right there. So, but before we jump into Game 3, I just like to take a moment of your time to give a shout out to our sponsors, our title sponsor, Omen by HP. We also have to thank HyperX, Intel, ESL India, and of course us good folks at Nordwind Gaming. Me, Vagish, Angela, Kunal in production, everybody who brings this wonderful esports to you daily live at 6 p.m. And having said that, let's see if Game 3 changes the story with a twist ending. Maybe Mehudi comes back with a victory. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe it's a 3-0 humiliation sweep done by Beast. And it looks like Beast has switched back to his graveyard poison deck, and Mehudi is using a freeze card. Now that's one card that we have not seen almost at all in the Premiership, at least in the stream matches. We'll have to wait and see if it works out for them. So 30 seconds in, only Beast has played a log before putting down his Goblin Hut, and with that he has revealed what kind of deck he has to Mehudi, and Mehudi is still bleeding Elixir. He's just waiting for a good time to drop his Fireball. Okay, that could have been done quite a bit of time ago. He bled maybe 6 or 7 extra Elixir just because he waited for such a long time. So he's playing the hog deck with the freeze. So he wants to spam everything at the bridge, and when they reach the target or the defensive units that Beast puts down, he wants to use the freeze to get past them, I'm guessing. We'll just have to wait and see if it works out. He lets go of the hog here on the left. He has an elixir pump too, so this is a pretty strange deck. I haven't seen the likes of it in quite a while. Well, for now it looks like Mehudi is doing the pushing since Beast Princess Tower is at 1478 HP. We'll have to just hope that Mehudi will be able to overcome this uphill battle. Since he's 2-0 down, he must be feeling the pressure because everybody wants a Game 4 and a Game 5. 3-0 sweeps are fun for the victor, but not for anybody else. So again, Mehudi puts down his exo character, immediately answered by a graveyard from Beast and a poison as well. It's going to kill both the set of minions right there and the elixir character, but That's it, I guess. It only does about 500 damage to the tower. So last minute of Elixir. Arguably, the pump cards do get a little bit weak in the last minute when you don't have a pump that is already up and running if you're entering the last minute of the Elixir. I think Beast will be able to take use of that, especially since Mehudi's latest hog hasn't been able to do much damage to the tower. 1277 HP left on the tower of Beast right there on the left, but he wants to concentrate all his damage on the right, I see. He's building up for a huge push, uses his Graveyard and Poison combo almost immediately off the bat as soon as the Ice Golem crosses the tower, and look at the amount of damage that it has done. Just, it brought it down from more than 2/3 of its HP to 379, and that should be a quite a reachable target, especially since if you can rotate to your Poison and Graveyard soon enough, which is what I think is going to happen. Beast is going to defend this left side of his by distracting the Hog with his Goblin Hut, and look at the amount of HP that this Goblin Hut has, man. Okay, 195 HP left, that's more than enough for a Poison to bring it down. Looks like Mehudi has given up already, giving the LOL emote right there. Good bit of sportsmanship coming out from both players. Congratulations, Beast. That was a crisp, clear and fast 3-0 victory. I see Angela has already run back to the studio and she's ready. So, in my opinion, looks like Dipakk Mehudi Mehta has just been out-drafted and outplayed by Beast right there, because I haven't seen either player make many mistakes. It's just that Suteekshan was able to create more opportunities just because of the card matchups. We'll see what Angela has to say in the studio. We'll be right back, guys. So just stay tuned.
Well, the Beast has finally made its hunt successful.
Yes, I think you would say the Beast is finally awake.
No,
no?
that
okay, that's
sounds
not how it
wrong
works.
on so many levels, Angie. Let's not push that big red button there.
Well,
no, but what an amazing game there by Suteekshan Beast Joshi. In fact,
very confident gameplay.
I think of late we haven't seen a clear victory. We have at least seen the opposition win at least one round.
True.
This is one of those few occasions where you see a clean slate coming off. And I think Super XL is right about the fact that it was not just about getting outdrafted or, how would I say? Outplayed. It had more to do with the fact that Dipakk Mehudi Mehta got outsmarted.
I think more than outsmarted, I'd have to agree with Manoj on the fact that Beast has been playing the ESL India Premiership for so long that he comes in very confident with the experience that I know what I'm going to do and what my actual lineup is to execute. Like if we watch the first game in very clear cut, he went with the Graveyard and the Poison, and it's normally not like that. Most players like to maybe pick up a big card, like a big elixir card with the Golem, the Three Musketeers or something like that. He didn't even take the Hog in the first round. He kind of just went with the Goblin Heart, the Graveyard and the Poison, and that kind of really helped him out a lot. But we saw Dipakk reply to that with a Golem, with a Dark Prince. He kind of was a little worried on how it was really going to fare out for him. And Dipakk taking that first loss was not because his cards were wrong. It was just that Suteekshan just had a beautiful defense coming in. He used the tomb so well against the Dark Prince and the Prince that they really couldn't reach the tower. And I wouldn't say that Dipakk made a mistake. I would just say that Suteekshan just played way better. In the second game, we saw him opt for the Flying Machine, the tomb again, the Hog Rider. And this time he noticed that though he picked up the Hog Rider, maybe there was a defense coming in there from Dipakk. He did play the Tornado card. He shifted the Hog to the main tower. Now again, that is not a fault coming in from Beast. That was just Dipakk playing better. And the minute Beast realized that okay, he knows how to counter my Hog, in the third game he completely switched back to his previous deck, which kind of worked for him, the Graveyard and the Poison. He went for the Goblin Heart, normal defense, because he realized that most of the players in the ESL India Premiership, they always revolve around one particular card which is really high elixir. So rather than taking a card that will counter it on a very high scale, he takes a lot of smaller cards. Like you have a 1 elixir card, a 2 elixir card that he can keep spamming and making his defense really strong. And in I would just have to say that in Clash Royale, if you have a great defense, it is your best offense, because you have already got in everything that he could counter you with, and then you just push him with whatever remains. And when he plays a card like the Goblin Hut, what happens is the goblins are just continuously going to come out and do chip damage on the tower, and chip damage in this meta fits beautifully well. And I think that's why, even though the Goblin Gang was banned out, I don't think it affected Beast in any way.
Alrighty then, meticulously put there. We'll take a short break here. On the other side, we have Counter-Strike Global Offensive lined up, so don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. This is the ESL India Premiership 2018, brought to you by Omen by HP, HyperX and Intel, and presented to you by Nowden Gaming and ESL.